You Army?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm Navy myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want the elite?
Well, I'll take them all.
What, all the handguns?
No, everything. All your guns. Shit.
That's what I was thinking. Look, man, oh yeah, if you brought money for all of them, I'll cut you a deal. You can take them all off my hands.
No, I'm going to kill you.
Hey, what the fuck, David?
You listen here. One fucking second. Wait!
Ethan Embry streak continues with his entire scene there.
That was his entire scene. Now, I watched That Thing You Do.
Yep.
Not the Ben Grimm porno, but the movie that Tom Hanks did.
Oh, I thought you were watching me masturbate.
No, I mean, I was, yes. But also, in that movie, Ethan Embry joined the Army, not the Navy.
Wow.
That's what I remember.
That you remember, but you've sat down here and said, I don't remember anything about The Guest, a movie that you watched 2 hours ago.
Yeah. What? Well, no, I remember.
The whole thing about you not knowing what The Guest is not a bit. It's like an actual blind spot in your spotless mind.
I think it is. And it's not Ryan Gosling. I confirmed that. If there was any doubt, it is 100% not Ryan Gosling. But Dan Stevens kind of looks like Ryan Gosling if you squint.
I might have the timeline wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure... I shouldn't say that right after saying I might be wrong. I think that this was the first real thing that Dan Stevens did after Downton Abbey, where he was a big part of the first 2 seasons of Downton Abbey, and people loved him on that show. And then he was just unceremoniously killed because he wanted to leave the show for other opportunities, and people were really mad about it. And this was a small movie, but like the guy has star power, and I'm really glad he kind of left Downton Abbey and did other things.
So he's a British guy?
I think he's British. Yeah.
Okay, because I saw in the credits, spoiler alert, I didn't mark it down, but for the credit check, there was a dialect coach, and I'm like, I wonder which one of them was not naturally like American English speaking.
No, it's probably definitely him, but he sounded good in this movie. He's had a nice career since then.
I've never heard of him before.
Well, he's in the new Godzilla versus Kong movies. He was in the last one. He'll be in the next one. He was Legion. He was the star of Legion. He was Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
I didn't see that.
He's been working very steadily, and he's
okay.
I like him a lot.
He seemed fine.
And this is a weird choice to be like, I'm leaving.
To make this movie?
I don't know if he probably was making this movie when he decided I'm leaving. But this is Adam Wingard directed it.
Yeah, why do I know him?
He did the last couple. He did Godzilla versus Kong, and he did the last Godzilla versus Kong movie, which is why he got Dan Stevens involved. But he also did, this was his follow-up to You're Next.
Which one was You're Next?
How is it possible?
Well, there's a confusion because there was the one where the babysitter, the little kid that they're babysitting turns evil. Is that the You're Next?
No.
Is You're Next the one where they have sex on the bed?
And Dead Barbara Crampton? Yes. Okay. You know what? Now that I say it that way, it's even hotter. Fuck me on your dead mother. Is my mother Barbara Crampton?
I gotta watch that movie again because I remember it was just kind of there, and then afterwards I really started to like it. And now having watched this movie, I want to go revisit You're Next.
You're Next is a great movie. One of the great final girls of all time.
I can see the similarities.
I agree. There's a trick that both movies kind of pull that I think works really well for both. That movie is this weird kind of quiet family dramedy for a while that then just turns into a survivalist fucking shit up.
Yeah.
And this movie is like a PTSD drama that turns into fucking Terminator meets Halloween.
Yeah, I guess that's how it could be described.
His character in this movie is great.
Something?
It's great. It'd be like if Arnold had personality in the first Terminator movie.
Yeah, oh man.
Or if Michael Myers could talk and was just like really charismatic.
Yeah, but not because he's creepy, right?
He's creepy, but how much of that do you this is the movie's trick about making it about PTSD. How much of that do you just credit to, man, I've lost my friend, I lost my platoon, fucked up shit happened over there. Because you try to be, softer about those things.
Or more understanding,
yes.
Or you grant a lot more leeway than you would in somebody. Yeah, I guess the problem was for me, going into this movie blind, this must have been something. Because the mere fact that you keep telling me to watch this movie and you
knew there had to be something fun about it.
There was something fun about it. So the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm extra suspicious.
To my credit, in the 11 years I've asked you to watch it, I never told you what that was.
No,
so I let you experience it as it went.
Well, that's how you do it. There's certain movies that I haven't told the ending to people because I'm like, someday they'll watch them. Like,
I never told you anything about this movie
no, you
except
didn't.
that Dan Stevens and Micah Monroe were in it.
And I'm still not clear that it's not Ryan Gosling, and Micah Monroe. Okay. But having, I knew they were suspicious. There's something up with them. Not what I expected.
No, the movie, when I watched it this time, I really, really appreciated how slowly it went off the rails. Because it ends up fully off the rails.
And what's funny is it dials it up real quick, right? Like you get the military, but then it backs off for a minute. Like you almost forgot. And then all of a sudden the entire army shows up with like assault rifles. And you're like, wait, what? Oh, yeah.
So much of that sometimes felt like reshoots. Like they're like, we need to get something going. So like almost like the entire plot line of the other side of trying to catch him just felt like we had to go back in and add it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because the thing about Dan Stevens in this movie, his name's David in the movie. The thing about him is that he's creepy, but he's creepy for long enough where he seems to be on the family side that you kind of like are like, maybe he is, but it seems like he's going to fuck up bad things around them. And he does.
Yeah.
It's just that he has no loyalty to anything because he's barely even a human being.
Yeah, okay. I just want to kind of jump to the end because I want to understand. He is not their dead brother. He didn't like have some kind of weird training because they were all put into some sort of mind control, superpower, whatever training these poor soldiers went through. And he gets out, he escapes, but he's changed his face to look like someone. He's got all
look like somebody that was in their brother, their dead son's platoon.
That's his story.
Yeah.
And then he just shows up, but I'm not even clear why he decided to show up. And maybe the brother really did say that to him, but then Lance. What's that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Because then Lance Reddick says, like, he probably meant to do good, but...
He definitely is trying to do good, just in his way that is non-human and can't do good things.
And then whatever this programming he went through, if his identity is blown, then he just wipes the slate and gets out of there. Like, that's his training kicking in. And that's apparently what happened?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good one. I like this movie a lot. It's a very unique movie.
It's
And it just ends in such a way...
Yeah,
that I love it. It's like everything I like. It almost suddenly somehow turns into like an 80s movie.
How so?
It's like slowly morphing into where you can hear the synth soundtrack and the
fuck yeah.
It's when they're at the
high
whole
school
thing takes place
dance.
at the high school Halloween party, Halloween dance with the flashing lights and stuff. It's pure 80s stuff going on
and
there.
the soundtrack, yep.
And it just turns into the thing I like the most.
All
it just
right.
starts off being something completely different, which is, and it never feels false as it gets there. It just feels like, this seems like the appropriate way for this to go.
Yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's a hard turn, but the movie explains why we're here.
It's an earned turn, though.
An earned turn.
Yeah, I feel like it earns where it ends up, and it makes sense. And when I tell you that a movie about a family grieving their dead son who meets one of his squad mates, and the squad mate comes and tries to help out around there, and then it turns into he's an unkillable Jason Voorhees monster. It's like, this doesn't make sense.
No.
But it makes complete sense in the context of the movie.
Yes. I also thought at one point, because they had made enough mentions earlier, that there was something wrong with the brother, because they mentioned him and Michael Monroe's like, you know what he was like. Like comments like that, just little ones that could be taken either way, which had me questioning if the parents were bad guys. Like, were they something messed up? Are we going to be watching this movie where these poor kids, they were part of a serial killer like household, like these parents are just nut jobs? It wasn't.
No.
It 100% wasn't that.
So the movie starts with Dan Stevens, David, coming to this family's house.
It starts with him running.
It does, to this family's house. Can you allow that?
I'll allow it. But be warned.
He's an army man who claims that his best friend was their son, Caleb, who has died. And I guess the whole squad has died. And Micah Monroe is Anna, who's Caleb's sister. Luke is her younger brother who gets bullied at school. And he's just a nice, weird guy.
David?
Yeah. Who seems very emotionless, but caring in a weird way.
He's awkward. He's trying.
Yeah, and again, you're looking at that like, is this PTSD stuff? Is this you know. And you think like, oh, we're going to get a story about a weird guy and it's probably going to go poorly, but it feels like it's going to be like one of those
Sling Blade
90s, yeah, like that, or even like a yuppie nightmare movie where it's like this family's going to invite this into their house because they miss their son, and then it's going to turn out to go poorly.
Crazy.
And it does, but it doesn't in the way that you would ever expect. It really doesn't in the way you expect.
It kind of does, though.
No, it
like
really
the end
doesn't.
result is sort of the same.
No, usually
There's a lot of
the
dead
father,
bodies.
usually the father will die, the mother will get away with the kids. Everybody's just unceremoniously dispatched whenever he needs to do it. It's like so emotionless and cold.
Well, that makes sense because he's a goddamn trained robot.
He's
monster.
like a machine, yeah. He picks Luke up from school and he finds out he's being bullied. So this is one of those things where,
well, the mom invites him to stay with them,
Yeah.
like sight unseen. She's like, "Hey, stay with us."
yeah, the father's kind of like, what the fuck? are we
Rightfully
doing?
so.
I guess, but he comes around.
The mom was sad.
He also kills his boss when he gets a promotion. You don't even see that. He's just taking care of business when his camera's not even on him. He's helping out in the ways that he can.
I was so confused. Like, what is happening?
Yeah. He picks Luke up from school and he sees the bullies, so he follows them.
As one does.
This is the beginning of the movie where you don't really know what David's deal is, but you find out pretty quick because he follows them to a bar and he just beats the fuck out of them. But then he pays for the drinks and he's like, sorry for the problems.
He overpays for the drinks, pays for damages.
But he also says, like, I think that the police would be interested in knowing you're serving these minors.
Oh.
So I'm going to walk out of here without a problem now. And they're like, well, I guess you are.
He threatens and blackmails his way out of it.
In
but-
the most cold way possible. Like, so emotionless.
But I see, I think there is a sort of emotion there. There's
No,
something.
I don't think so at all.
All right, no, because I was so confused as to his motives because sometimes he seemed like he was trying desperately. He was like, I really care about these people and I'm helping. Like, I'm trying to help.
I think that's just how he thinks his mission is.
Oh, okay. So I don't, because I never understood his motives. That
He
was
goes
it.
about things in the worst way possible, but effective.
Right. But why, I wonder why he chose them. Like to
Well,
just,
I don't know.
there were like 20 other people. Right. All right. Go on.
Anna, who's Michael Monroe, is reluctantly takes him to a party with her friends.
She doesn't like him to begin
No,
with.
she's suspicious immediately.
Luke warms up pretty quick.
Luke is a freak.
Why is
Luke
he
is like, I know you're not the person you say you
That's
are. I
later
know you're a
on.
murderer.
That's
He's
later
like, and
on.
I don't care.
Is it because his dad was just sort of a detached father, it seemed like?
I guess, but he's also like, did you kill my dad's boss? And he's like, yeah. He's like, cool, man. Like, Luke couldn't be more in. But Anna's like, I don't trust any of this. So you do wonder what the relationship like was with her and her older brother, because it must not have been good. He just completely wrecks another guy defending this hot girl who takes her top off. She's my hero.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the movie.
right? There was nudity. I haven't seen nudity in a movie in a long time.
In a long time.
Well, not since I watched that.
We watched Jason Goes to Hell like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, no, I was thinking about that Thing You Do, the Ben Grimm porno. That was the last time I saw nudity. Rock cock, they called it.
David fucks that the hot girl who takes her top off. That was nice of her.
She didn't look like she was like a 20 or a high schooler or whatever they were.
How old do you think she looked?
60?
60.
Yeah.
So you were super excited she took her top off.
I thought she seemed a little old. But then they worked at a waitress, like they were waitresses together, so I got it.
Then Anna seems to start liking him a little bit.
Yeah, she does because he banged the 60-year-old.
I think because she wanted to get banged a little bit too.
She did. She kept looking at him.
She kept looking at him.
She
He comes
smoked
out of the
pot.
shower looking like Dan Stevens, and she's like, oh, maybe I misjudged you.
She sure did. Thirst trap. Thirst trap all over is what they say now.
I get it.
Do you?
I mean, I do. If it was the opposite way, and somebody as attractive as Dan Stevens I was attracted to came out of the shower,
Like Ryan Gosling?
Yes, like Ryan Gosling. I'd be like, yeah, I'm in. I understand.
he was, but now see, that's again part of the motives. It seemed creepy. It seemed like he was doing that on purpose, like to make her like.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, he was. But then
Again, I look at it like he's a Terminator infiltrating this family. I'm not sure why he's infiltrating
Right,
the family,
that's
but he's
just
completely
it.
doing it.
100% he is. I guess you're right. He is a Terminator.
Terminator.
I thought there was maybe human emotions in there somewhere that then are just immediately turned off when his cover is blown, or maybe he's trying to be human
I think
again.
it's his infiltration technique.
The movie leaves so many questions.
It
Brian.
does. I wish there was a sequel to this. This movie's so insane.
I kind of like that there's not. I don't need it. I just want to sit here and speculate wildly.
I could watch a sequel to this. He makes a gun contact. We heard the opening clip, how that goes for the people with the guns.
I didn't even know Ethan Embry was coming. And so excited when he showed up.
He didn't last long.
No, I was sad then. But
Played basically his entire scene. He takes the entire arsenal, kills everybody. They're out in the desert.
And I'm sitting here still going, what? That one guy that hooked him up, Derek, maybe his name was, whatever, it's Chad.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he was like a really nice guy. He was just trying to help people out.
Was he the one he frames to go to jail?
No, not the idiot drug dealer boyfriend
okay.
of Anna or Micah, whatever her name was.
Oh, okay, the guy that kills in this clip.
Yeah, the other guy. He met him at the party, and David was just like, "Hey, man, I need a gun." He's like, "I can help you out. I know a fella."
Well, basically, this is a dude who's been programmed, so he's not even a dude anymore. Like he is, but he's not.
Right. I see. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What
What was the training? What was the program? What was?
It's government.
I know.
They handwave with the government created this.
And the response, though, when fucking Lance Reddick's in this
Yes,
movie, he
Lance
shows
Reddick.
up with a hit squad.
Lance Reddick pops up because they find out they get a hit on him, and they're like mobilizing everyone, and you're like, what? Because it happens. Well, I know I've seen him kill a couple people, but I'm still like, this seems extreme. But like, it tells you like David's a problem.
Right. But then we cut back to other stuff. Like we've seen all of this. We know that there's a problem.
He's dealing with small town stuff.
Yeah.
This really is like if Arnold Schwarzenegger was just like hanging out in Nebraska and they're like, oh shit, we found him. And he's just like trying to help them through their day. It's weird, man.
Wasn't that what the Sarah Connor Chronicles was? Arnold hanging out, or
Arnold's never in that movie.
no, the other one, the other Terminator.
Summer Glau?
Yeah, the Summer Glau Terminator. She's just hanging out with them at
kinda
the
is,
trailer park.
It kind of is. You never saw it though, right?
No.
No, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't, but I feel that I'm right.
The government is looking for him, and they're helped because Anna contacts, because she's like, I don't buy this guy's story. I don't know what it is that tips her off,
Oh, shit, there was something.
but she from the beginning doesn't suspects him. And
Yeah.
I'm like, it really doesn't give you anything in the initial meeting.
I'm going to have to
suspect.
watch again. No, because something comes up over the course of their encounters.
Well, the call alerts a private corporation called the KPG, headed by Lance Reddick, Major Carver. Special forces are going to be dispatched to this small town to find David.
I don't even know if Lance Reddick worked for KB, or he must have, because he said their heads were going to roll if
Yeah.
this found out, the company finds out about this.
Well, Anna is a good little detective in this movie, and she discovers that David, the real David, died like a week earlier.
But that's just what they say.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
they shouldn't be telling her any of this. That's my point, is that she's really good at getting information.
Okay. But that was the cover story. They said that. Like, just give them the standard story that they died. But at this point, she's like, well, he's here.
Yes. Luke learns some lessons from David about how to defend himself, so he gets himself expelled. And then my favorite scene of the movie is how David handles this situation.
That was pretty funny.
He goes in with the mother. He's like, I hope I'm not overstepping my bounds, but I'll accompany you to the thing. And he gets in there and just dresses down this fucking guy to a point where he like relents. He's like, how about a couple days of Saturday suspension or something like that? And he's just like, he goes. The guy is great. David is great. He sits there and he's like, well, I think that they're bullying him because he's homosexual, and that means that you're going to have a lot of problems. A lot of people are going to want to hear about this. And he's like, I didn't even know. What are you talking about? He's like, seems like this is a hate crime. It seems like there's going to be a lot of punishment. And he's like, maybe a couple detentions. And the mother's sitting there the whole time going, first of all, I think she's thinking, my son's gay? And secondly, she's sitting there thinking like, what the fuck is happening? Was the son gay? I don't even know. I don't think so.
But then David asks the mother's permission, like, is this okay? Is this acceptable to you?
Yeah.
And then tells the principal that he is the head of the household. Doesn't he repeat that? And then he tells the mom to wait while he goes has a word with the son alone. Like, he took
he's
charge.
in complete charge. But the mother's also like, he's doing a better job than his shithead father.
And a better job than the mother.
Oh yeah, she's devastated by the loss of her son.
I know, but it was like years ago. She should get over it by now.
It wasn't years ago.
No, it's like days ago, I think.
I don't think it was years. I don't think it was days, but I don't think it was years.
I think it was years. I think she was just a sad lady. She was just sitting there crying when he knocked on the door. She was crying later. She was just crying. Remember how moms be yelling? Now they be crying.
Well, the big problem for Anna is that Luke is on David's side. So he tells David everything Anna's been up to. And now David's like, uh-oh. Well, he's not worried about anything, but he's like, well, time to change protocols.
Right. That's when whatever the training kicks in and there's nothing he can do now. He's trapped, which is, I think, my belief is that he came there initially. Maybe he really truly was friends with Chad. I guess that was the brother, perhaps. Anyway, he was friends with the brother.
I don't think so. I think that person was dead.
Yo, yeah, the brother. Wait, then yeah, why
'Cause
did
he has
get
plastic surgery.
Yeah, why did he get the plastic surgery? So
He looked like the guy that was in his squad.
but initially,
So I guess he must have been friends with him, or why would he pick him?
yeah, but why? Yeah, why pretend to be somebody else? He could have just been anybody and shown up. Because my thought was that he was trying to help because they did bad things to us. I'm going to go help my friend's family. He didn't survive,
Right.
And then once that training kicks in, because he's been exposed, everything he's doing is against his will. Like when he talks to the mother, he's like, he would understand.
So where we're at with this is he was in a program, and what's the kid's Caleb?
Yeah,
His
Caleb.
son dies. So he takes the face of one of Caleb's friends that he can prove. All right. He'd have to change faces anyway because
But I can't. Yeah, I can't.
they're after him
But why pick somebody from whatever? Like I'm
to
confused.
infiltrate the house.
Right. This movie's fascinating.
He's an infiltration machine.
I guess he is.
Also, if you have the choice of picking to change your looks, I'm going to guess whatever he looked like before wasn't Dan Stevens.
Yeah, right.
Just going to throw that out there that like maybe he just saw a picture of him. He's like, yeah, where's that plastic surgeon?
Okay.
Well, Luke is the one who figures this all out. So maybe it's not even true. That's the other thing. Luke's like, would you use a plastic surgeon? He's like, yep. And he's like, he doesn't be telling the truth.
No, they found the number though. They
Yeah, I guess
traced
that's
it to the plastic surgeon. Like a lot of it, like the story all holds up. I just don't understand why or what.
Why
or,
his family?
Yeah, why his family? Why? What are the motivations? What actually happened? Because he apparently burned the whole place down and killed everyone. David did when he escaped.
Well, I'm assuming that he just is trying to get off the grid.
Yeah.
And he has to go somewhere.
Right. So pretend to be the brother or the squad mate of a man who's died and go infiltrate that family.
Well, this is the moment where it's the most interesting moment in the movie to me, where Luke's like, I know who you are. I know you killed these people and I don't care. And
Right.
I'm like, fuck, he's a great infiltration machine, this guy.
right. He gives the thumbs up. He's like, I'm not going to tell anyone.
Oh, the thumbs up. We'll get back to that. 'Cause I love the ending of this movie so much. Maybe most of what I love about this movie is the last act. When you really nail a last act like this one does, because this movie's slowly going off the rails, like I said. It's still somewhat on it, even at this point. When he finds out that Anna's onto him, it starts to progress faster off the rails. And at the same time, Lance Reddick and his elite hit squad is coming. So these two things are coming where the movie's suddenly getting more and more exciting. But I just love how it's just veering off the road and you can't stop it.
No, and it's escalating, but the escalation, it escalates so fast, so quickly.
Yeah, because the two things are both escalating at the same time.
Right. But
The government shows up.
And then it's just boom.
And he just fucking kills everybody.
I really like the look on Dan Stevens' face too. He's like, like he's annoyed. He's got this look of like,
I think he wanted this little life for himself.
See, which makes me think his motives were pure. Like
Were they, though? Because it was to take over the family, and he did. He got the son on his side. He's the head of the household. The mother's just doing whatever. The father, he's just got him out of the way.
But he's
just
helping.
this damn Anna that's in the way.
if Anna would just shut up.
If Anna would just accept her new dad, she'd be fine. They could have lived forever and been happy, and he could have gotten them anything they wanted.
Right? But that brings up a good point. Like you said, again, if she's that distrustful of her brother's friend, it makes me think there was something with that brother.
Especially because, like, we know she's like dating a drug dealer. She's not
Yeah.
the best judge of character.
Right? Like, and maybe that program was full of like not right people. Like they only recruited the worst of the worst, which is why I thought the mother might have been in. I'm like, the mother knew what her oldest child was, and Micah Monroe is fighting against it.
Yeah, no. Micah Monroe, she's an interesting character because there's a lot of family stuff that's interesting with her. For the fact that she discovers all these things and, like, sometimes doesn't even tell anybody, and sometimes she does, and they're like, you're just crazy. And it's like, okay, because Luke is like, I'm going to stop her. But the mother is not interested in it. She can't even tell the mother what's happening. Like, the mother's surprised when the hit squad shows up, the SWAT team shows up.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't understand. David's here. He's a nice guy. Like, what? Like, no, listen to your daughter. Her daughter, tell her.
For whatever
The
reason,
dad's never around, so there's no point telling him.
Yeah. For whatever reason, it worked because you're right. It's one of the things that annoys me usually in a lot of movies.
But that's like her character trait is that she's not. This family is not good for her. For Micah Monroe, it says nobody's ever emotionally available for her.
And she's clearly detached from it. She's working nights. She sleeps all day. She shows up in her, like when David first shows up at the house, the mom says, well, hang on, don't leave right away. Caleb's sister's about to wake up. She works at night. And then, but she's going to wake up soon. She wakes up, comes out fully dressed for work, says hi, and walks out the door.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she's involved with her family much at all.
No, I'm so curious about like a backstory for her. That's what makes her character so interesting, is that she's clearly smart as shit. She's very perceptive. Yeah, she gets a lot of shit done just with phone calls in this movie. She discovers everything that you discover in the movie. It comes from her. And she's resourceful.
Yeah, I'll grant you perceptive and resourceful.
She's also a loner, and it's so interesting. I'm kind of interested in...
No, she wasn't smart because she didn't wear glasses. That's the rule.
She had contacts in.
Oh, okay. All right, I guess she was the smart one.
This was her follow-up to It Follows. Same year, I think, even.
Oh, okay. And then she did Long Legs.
This might even been filmed first, but this came out second, I think.
All right.
Long Legs, yes. 10 years later, she did Long Legs.
So now I've seen 3 of her movies.
Oh, she's in a bunch of good movies. She's got a really good movie called Significant Other. There was a Paramount Plus release, like direct to Paramount Plus for, I don't know if it's a spooky season release or whatever. But
okay.
Her and her boyfriend go hiking in the woods, and the weird shit starts happening, and it's not the weird shit I expected.
Huh.
And I was really into the movie.
Okay.
I thought it was really good. I'm not going to tell you anything about it, but I really enjoyed that movie.
Because I think I've seen the title before, and I've just ignored it.
Yeah, I liked that movie a lot. And she did a movie called The Watcher or Watcher on Shudder that I thought was really good too.
I think I almost watched that one.
It's a really good movie. She plays an American who's, I think it's her husband. She's overseas with her husband in a foreign, because that's where he has to go for work, but she doesn't speak the language, so she's completely isolated. Mm-hmm. And there's a creepy guy who keeps waving at her from across the hall, across the window, across the way.
The alley or whatever.
And it's a spooky little creepy movie that's interesting. She's really good. Makes a lot of good horror movies.
Cool. All right. I liked her in this.
Oh, yeah. She's great. She's really good.
And apparently she's smart.
She's also made a 3-minute or 4-minute trailer for the new Resident Evil game that came out that is better than all of the Resident Evil movies.
Don't speak ill of my Mila Jovovich.
Pete, this trailer, they used to do this. Remember, they would do cool marketing for games and stuff. This was a live action, just like 4 or 5 minute thing, 3, 4 or 5 minutes, whatever it is. And she's a mother, and she's got a little daughter, and it's when the zombie outbreak's happening around them in Raccoon City. It's fucking great. This trailer is so fucking good.
Is she in the game
because of it? No, I don't think so. I'm sure she's not. I bought the game because the trailer was so good. Not like the Resident Evil games anyway, but I was like, day one, gotta buy it.
Well, heck, now I gotta watch this trailer.
Real short, look it up.
Is the game good?
The game's great.
Okay.
Yeah. Leon Kennedy back in action.
Leon's back?
You even get to go back to the police station.
Leon's my boy.
I haven't made it that far yet, but it's half action game with Leon Kennedy and half survival horror with a different character.
Who was the other one?
It's a new character.
Oh, okay. But there was somebody in the first. Rick, no. Shit.
The first game?
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember the names.
I can't remember. Yeah. No, he was somebody I used to know.
Well, Claire was in the first
Chris
game, right?
Redfield.
Chris
and
Redfield,
Claire.
Claire Redfield. And the second game is Jill Valentine and Leon Kennedy.
Yeah.
Leon Kennedy's in all the good ones.
I know. Because he's the fucking best, man.
Well, he's in 2. He's in 4, which is, I think, the best one. This one's got great reviews, too, and I'm enjoying it.
4 was the video game that taught me that you can no longer sit through the cutscenes. Because cutscenes at that point required you to push buttons or you died.
Yes.
It was no longer a reward that you get for
Did you play the remake of 4?
No, I have not.
Pete, it's a masterpiece.
Is it?
The funny thing about these Resident Evil games is that they keep remaking them all, and they're excellent. And usually you're like, oh, remakes, how lazy. And stuff. But they just completely redo these games. So they did this with the first Resident Evil, which makes sense. The first one, the series became super popular with 2. And the first one's really clunky. Mm-hmm. They made it, it's still clunky because now that game's 15 years old. Yeah. But it was like a big step up and people loved it. That Resident Evil 2 remake is fucking the best game of all time. Because in your head, when you think of Resident Evil 2, it's going to play much smoother than playing Resident Evil 2. They changed it into a 3D game and it looks excellent. And it feels like what you remember playing, even though it's completely different. Resident Evil 4 cleans up all the problems with the clunkiness of Resident Evil 4. So it's just this gorgeous, perfect, easy to control game now. These remakes are like, maybe you should just skip the first game and just wait the 15 years because these remakes are excellent.
Well, I'm on pace for that right now. I haven't played anything since I think the Leon Kennedy one.
I 100% recommend if you see Resident Evil 2 somewhere on sale, go buy Resident Evil 2 remake because it is going to blow your mind how good it is.
All right. I do like Resident Evil.
Prime Leon Kennedy.
Yeah.
And Resident Evil 4 remake if you see that too. Those 2 games are incredible.
Go Leon. But that was the trailer then for the newest Resident Evil.
Yeah, she's in that. Monroe. She's in tons of stuff. She works a lot.
Yeah. All right. No.
So the SWAT team comes.
Oh, that's
And
what
he's taking them all out, and he kills the mother, just unceremoniously kills the mother because just needs.
At this point, I still thought the mother might have been in on it. I'm so confused by this movie.
She doesn't really know what to do, but then she's going to give away that he's in there, starts yelling for her, and then she's like, well, that's the end of you. Stab, stab, stab.
No, that makes me. You're right when you say that. I didn't consider that at the time, but he probably wasn't planning on killing her, or maybe he was all along because he had.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I know that when he's escaping, he just shoots the father even more unceremoniously.
He went out of his way to make sure he could kill the father.
Look what Anna did. She brought this trouble to their door, and now his parents are dead within seconds.
That is, and the whole squad is dead at this point too. It's only Lance Reddick left.
Yes,
he has murdered everything.
And at this moment of the movie, I still don't know what the movie is. I still don't even know what genre it is.
No, and having gone into it, knowing, I can't imagine what it was like watching it. Just this is a guy with
Knowing
PTSD.
what? You knew nothing.
Well, I knew that there was something happening.
Oh,
you know what I
just
mean?
knew to expect something fun. I saw this movie. I only watched it because I remember it came out. It probably got I think it got like a limited release in some, I think 53 theaters, one of those deals.
Yeah.
And it came out. I rented it on VOD, or maybe I bought it on VOD. I think I bought it on VOD when it came out because it had great reviews. I didn't know anything about it. I just knew it was Adam Wingard's next movie, so I bought it. It was one of the first movies I ever bought digitally, and I remember watching it, and then it was over, and I'm like, the fuck just happened? I kind of had that feeling watching it again now. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
It is worth rewatching.
It's unlike any movie you've seen. So he's looking for Anna, David, but
Yes.
Lance Reddick's already found her, and he's got her.
And they got to go get the brother,
they go get the brother who's not.
who's in detention, having to help set up the dance.
Yeah, he goes looking for her at her work. Where he just, again, unceremoniously shoots the girl he slept with like nothing, and then throws grenades in to blow up the building. At this point in the movie, first time watching it, I'm sitting there going, what is this movie? Because I'm still not clear to me what I'm supposed to take away from any of this.
Well, when we first see the grenades with Ethan Embry in the back of a pickup truck,
Yeah.
I was sitting there knowing, because I've seen movies, I know those grenades are going to come back. I did not expect them to be just thrown into a diner casually as after he's already shot his main target.
What I mean by asking what this movie is that I'm never sure from beginning to end, if I'm until the very, very end, I'm never sure if I'm supposed to be rooting for him or against him. When he throws those grenades in, it's fucking cool. He's so cool. Now, do they deserve to die? No, but is this his fault? I don't know, because I think Lance Reddick tells us that he's a test subject who's programmed to kill anybody who might expose his identity. So he can't help it,
right? Because that's what Lance Reddick says. He probably doesn't even want to be doing what he's doing right now.
But he's
it's
so
just the
good
training,
at it, and he looks so cool doing it. Where I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to. Like, no offense to the mother and father of this family, didn't care about them. I care basically about Dan Stevens and a little bit about Micah Monroe. So until they're pitted off with each other, I don't know who I'm supposed to be rooting for in the other David scenes. Because I kind of want him to escape.
Well,
I know.
Spoiler alert.
I'm going to be really happy when the movie's over because I really kind of want him to escape. Because I know he's not really at fault, but he's so...
But maybe he is.
He has to be stopped. No, he's not at fault, but he has to be stopped.
Yeah, but I mean, even when he was good, he was murdering people.
Bad people.
Well, were they? One guy just got a promotion through nepotism or whatever the fuck.
Sounds bad to me.
I mean, it is bad, but
his black and white bad and good.
Yeah.
Not the line's not acceptable versus unacceptable.
And you know what? Micah Monroe was like, could I have a beer too? When the dad was offering one to David. And he said, you'll be 21 in a month and then you can have a beer. So he's a rules follower. So David must respect that.
Yes, that's true.
He does. It is very black and white. Because I was thinking if the dad did something illegal, David would have to kill him.
I guess he also, I'm about to get to the climax at the haunted house for Halloween at the school. He kills a teacher. I don't think that teacher did anything bad. Well, but he could expose his identity. He could tell people he's there.
Right.
And, yeah.
At that point, he's just stuck in
anybody that's in my way has to go.
Right. Anyone who can identify me, I have to burn. I need to get out of Dodge.
The reason we're going to skip past a little bit of this, just to get to the reason that it is difficult to figure out what I'm supposed to think of David. is because of the ending of this movie. Where, well, let's just get to it, I guess. Anna shoots David, and he stabs her in the leg.
Yes.
And he's about to kill her, and Luke stabs David in the back. And then the chest. And David tells him he did the right thing and gives him the thumbs up. He's so proud of what he's accomplished. He's made this boy into.
Right.
And I'm like, that's the moment where I'm like, am I supposed to dislike David? He's killed all these people, but I'm like, but look what he did.
Is this a tragic ending?
He's proud of him, Pete. He's legitimately proud of him.
I think that he is. It's not mocking. He's not. But
No, he tells him you did the right thing before the thumbs up, which is hysterical.
Now, when he said you did the right thing, is the right thing that he just murdered somebody and escalated the violence, which he's been telling him, or he did the right thing because David is no longer sane and functioning, and he knows that and he doesn't want to be. So
I think it's because he protected his sister.
Okay.
Because he had in that moment, Luke had his own mission and he carried it out. And I think that David could
respect that.
And he was proud of him. He was legitimately proud of him. I was like sitting there and I'm like, what am I supposed to feel about this movie?
It's very confusing.
In a good way.
No, in a great way. I want to watch it again because I need to understand Bryan, but I'm never going to understand it.
The best way I can describe this movie is that it's fucking cool. It's like a cool guy doing cool guy things with no line. He'll cross any line. And then we get one of the best endings I've ever seen to a movie. It has to be.
It's up there.
I felt like I got everything I could have wanted out of the climax of this movie because Micah Monroe gets away. Luke does something brave and protects her.
There were boobs.
Which I thought was even better because that's a good character arc. And the David being proud of him thing is fucking weird. But then I'm sad because it seems that David has died. But wait, there's more. The two siblings who have lost their parents are sitting there in the back of an ambulance waiting for, I guess, to be let go or whatever. And they see the firefighters. And the firefighter comes out and goes, they only recovered 2 bodies. And we know he killed Carver. And we know he killed the teacher. So there should be 3 bodies in there. And Anna sees a firefighter limping away. And then he turns to look at Anna, and it's David's big, bright blue eyes. And she says, "What the fuck?" And it cuts to credits. And Pete, that's one of my favorite ending lines in the history of movies.
Yep. It's up there with "We're going to need a bigger boat."
That's not the last line of that movie?
Yeah, it is. That's when I fell asleep.
Anyway. Any boat. They're on barrels trying to get into shore.
So they do need a bigger boat. My point stands.
It might be my favorite ending line in a movie ever. Like what are the competition? The great ending line to Some Like It Hot. The ending of Some Like It Hot, where Jack Lemmon is dressed as a woman because that is part of what's a part of that movie. And the guy's driving away on a boat and he's like hitting on him. And he's like, I don't think we get along. He's trying to gently let him down. And he goes, and he takes this thing. Goes, I'm a man. He's like, nobody's perfect. And then it cuts to the end credits. That used to be my favorite ending line of a movie. What the fuck? And then it just stops. Is because she realizes, like, I'm dealing with the Michael Myers Terminator.
Right.
And this is unbelievable.
How would he be alive? He shouldn't be alive.
He can't be alive. I saw him stabbed in the chest and stop moving.
Right. Stabbed in the heart even, it looked like.
And then he's just limping away. When he's limping away, I was like, if they just left it like that, it would have been great. If you didn't know for sure. But when he turns and you see his eyes, I was like, this is incredible. What the fuck?
I watched the entire credits because I too wanted to know what the fuck. There's nothing else to be offered by the credits. No, I mean, story-wise, there's tons to offer in the credits because credits are always amazing. But there was nothing to help me with to figure out what the fuck it indeed was.
Do you see why I wanted you to watch this for so long? Because I can't put it into a box.
No.
It's like a secret Halloween Terminator movie. That's what I keep going back to. Is like it's like pretending not to be that, but that's what it is.
And it's a continuation of the escalation of the movie. It just gets more. So of course he's going to turn out to be an unkillable machine.
That's the end of Halloween, like done somewhat better because of the what the fuck. If it had cut back to Loomis and he said, what the fuck, and cut off, we'd never stop talking about Halloween. Every episode would be about Halloween. But it's the same thing where it's like, well, it hasn't been supernatural till this point, and then it's like, what the fuck?
No, and at no point during any of the attacks is he freaked out or just like belly crawling while gunfire is ripping up a house around him.
He's a total machine. And it's like, but he might be a machine. That's the other thing. Like, I don't know anymore because he's not human.
Clearly.
I loved it. I loved it so much.
It was, yeah, it was pretty good.
First act of this movie is slow, And I was like, oh, Pete's going to give me shit about that. But then I was like, but I got to the end of the movie. I was like, maybe he won't because I can't remember the first act anymore. All I can remember is just like how I felt when that movie ended. And I was just like, I wanted to punch the air. I was so excited.
It's really funny you say that because that kind of sums up exactly. I was sitting there ready to go, what the fuck? Even though I knew something had to be coming, I'm like, it still doesn't make up for it. And then it ends and I'm still I'm like on the fence. But you know what the last thing in the credits was?
Oh, no.
Are you ready? It just says, thanks for watching. I'm like, fuck yes, I'm into this movie. Like, that's how they end it. Not just what the fuck. It's thanks for watching. And I'm like, yeah, thank you for like, I did take time out of my day to watch this. I appreciate you telling me that. Excellent movie.
I love this movie because it's just, I've never seen anything quite like it. But again, I have seen movies like it. They're horror movies or sci-fi action movies that
or
tell
dramas.
me that's what they are.
Or they're drama movies where the guy does come home and he does have PTSD.
I guess, but like it's so funny that how little about that this movie becomes. It just slowly, it's like remember when the Michael Jackson black or white video came out and they had the face morphing technology? This is like this, they use that and this movie morphs from some
You mean on the movie, not on people's faces.
Drama I never wanted to see into Halloween 8. And it's like, how did this happen?
But it was an action movie too. So yeah, the Terminator is more. Yeah, but then you're right. At the very end, he's a fucking Michael Myers or Jason or something.
It has some serious Halloween vibes by the end too. It feels like in the way it's shot and the way the settings because of the Halloween stuff, actual Halloween season. But also you get outside, it just looks like kind of like a Halloween movie. And it intentionally is morphing into this.
There's not a lot of background characters. Like you'll see the streets, you'll see houses, whatever, but you don't see a lot of people occupying it.
I wonder, I think Dan Stevens is incredible in this movie. And I think you can see a lot of star power in people when they're not like acting big. Mm-hmm. And he's acting very small most of the time, quietly.
Yeah, there's not a lot of big. Lance Reddick's probably and he's not known for his.
And I think that's when you can tell someone's really a star, when they carry your attention and they're not having to be big about moments. And he clearly has it. And I wonder if he got this script, because again, he was kind of new to Hollywood. He was doing Downton Abbey. So this is not a big Hollywood production. This is a low budget independent movie. I wonder if he got the script and he's like, people will see. Like they'll see that I'm somebody you want in your stuff. And then he got cast forever.
Well, yeah, not like star quality, but it's also people I tend to like Elijah Wood or Harry Potter, after they come off of whatever they're known for, or even
do something radically different.
Yeah, Twilight Boy. What the fuck was Robert Pattinson?
Yeah,
like he's like, please don't associate me with this thing that I've been tied to for so long.
He's completely over it now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's made enough things that he's far. The same thing with the other two that I just mentioned. I don't think.
Well, Elijah Wood was someone before that though. So it's a little different with him because he's known for that. I know it's his biggest thing, but he was in movies for a decade.
That is true. He was a
that.
child actor well before that.
Long before that.
But goddamn, Lord of the Rings was huge, and he was just stuck with it.
Nobody else got stuck with it. Nobody thinks of Viggo Mortensen and they can only see that. Nobody thinks of Ian McKellen can only see that. Like, is he the only one?
That's all I see when I look at Legolas.
I see Liv Tyler. I think of Aerosmith videos.
That's what I think of too, actually.
Or just the one, I guess.
She's driving that car with Alicia Silverstone.
That's right.
And then they crash. I think, and isn't the young Terminator boy John Connor in that video?
I think he is. I think of,
or that was Janie's Got a Gun.
Orlando Bloom stuck with it a little bit. I think.
Yeah, he's Legolas. He's the blacksmith.
Yeah, I think of him. I guess that's right. He got Pirates of the Caribbean. I think of him as the guy in Extras who's obsessed with Johnny Depp. Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that.
It's the best thing actors can do is go make fun of themselves. Where he's like, oh, look at that. He's like, he's named the second most beautiful man in England. He's like, oh, poor Johnny Depp, only eighth. He's like, why are you talking about Johnny Depp? Oh, no, I was talking about Johnny Depp.
that made me enjoy Orlando Bloom quite a bit. Johnny Depp too. He went on one of those
he was
shows.
Hilarious in it. He was in Life's Too Short.
That's right, the one with Warwick Davis.
Yeah,
who I think just got like knighted or something. He just received something for his contributions to culture.
That's a great show too.
Contributions to culture?
Yep.
Starring Warwick Davis.
Yep.
I don't even know what that would be.
I meant Extras is a great, or Life's Too Short is a great show.
They were. Those, remember when Ricky Gervais could make things that were interesting?
Yeah, he got himself stuck in thinking things that aren't funny are funny now, so we're just stuck with that.
Do you think Stephen Merchant was a bigger part of that? Because once they went their separate ways, Gervais just got into this maudlin
Oh,
nonsense.
once he stopped working with the Emergent, his stuff became unwatchable to me.
Oh, any of the shows, yeah.
So I think so. I think it must have been.
Like-
I mean, yeah.
The two of them had, because Stephen Merchant's continued to do stuff, which is fine. I haven't watched a lot of it, but it seems to be getting good reviews.
I mean, he made Fighting with My Family, which is
Oh,
a great
that was
movie.
great. Oh,
Yeah.
100%. I loved it. He's been in, he was in that Wolverine movie, Logan.
Did you ever watch his show Hello Ladies? I love
Yeah,
that show.
I liked Hello Ladies. That was good.
I don't think he wrote that, but he was really funny in that show.
No, he's
maybe
got-
he did because he was really funny in that show.
Yeah, there was something else. But yeah, poor Ricky Gervais.
No, I don't. He's just made his own choices.
Poor Ricky Gervais.
Some of these comedians, like, they just get so caught up in like a politics of a game that's not even really there for them that it's just like they lose their minds about it. And I can't deal with you. You take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, you're not funny.
No, he hasn't been funny in a while. Like, I think of people like, I listened to Pat Oswalt talk about this, or Anthony Jeselnik talk about this. These are two people I genuinely think are funny. And they're like all these people that bring this as part of the routine, any kind of cancel culture thing or punching down at whatever thing it is now, is like, they're not funny. Like, that's what they know. They just want to get headlines. They just want to get talked about. And it's like, they should be talking about the comedy. If they're not talking about the comedy, then you're not doing comedy. And I think they're both right. It's like, it's not supposed to be fucking easy. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, they don't let me do this anymore. It's like, then do something else. Like, I don't understand that's the job. The job is to comment on the times. If you can't keep up with it, then you're not really doing the job. And I agree with them 100%.
If they tell you not to do it, why are you still doing it?
Then either find a way, like Anthony Jeselnik does, to do it in a way that still makes it funny without punching down, or do something else, because that's the whole point. Like, that's the whole point, is to comment on the time.
Yeah, because that's what comedy is supposed to be. It's lampooning power.
Yes, what it's not is punching down because people like you bullying trans people. Like, that's not comedy.
No,
That's,
it's not.
No, that's what the Ricky Gervaises like are now, and it's like, that's not funny. And you used to be so funny. So
Yeah, the 90s were a shitty time in a lot of ways. Not like the 80s.
not that material used to be funny. He used to write funny things and be funny.
Well, no, that was a lot of the punchlines from shit in the 90s. I remember you think back. All right, anyway, I got a credit check.
Okay.
Because I already told you the secret special one, but let me see. Oh, I got notes too. Oh, Nick Cage news. You told me that Dan Stevens was the Beast in the live action Beast.
Live action Beast.
Yeah. Well, Disney World has it's like the Be Our Guest dining experience or whatever, where it's all set up like the France or whatever the fuck, and the characters are there. But on the wall, there's a statue, and that statue looks like Nick Cage. It's just hanging out there.
It's not even news.
Dude, it's there. He's the guest in the Be Our Guest thing. Just check it out if you're at Disney World, or maybe Disneyland, I don't remember. But in the Be Our Guest eating area, there's a Nicolas Cage statue. Just find his face.
He does, like, I know that he's the one who has to play the Beast for most of the movie, so it's not exactly the same thing. But he does look like a Disney prince, doesn't he? A little bit. You can totally see it even in the guests. Like, yeah.
Who, David?
Yeah. Chiseled jaw.
He seems
tall.
short, though. Is he tall?
I thought he looked tall in this movie.
Huh, I thought he was
They
short.
put short people around him all the whole movie, though. But I thought he looked tall in this movie.
I don't know why I think princes need to be tall.
He was the one thing I liked in the last Godzilla and Kong movie,
I didn't see that one.
because he's funny in it. And, like, he's the cool doctor guy who's trying to help out Kong with his tooth or something. But he's cool in it. Like, he's cool and he's funny and he's fearless, and I liked him in that.
Was he in the one before it?
No.
Okay, so I haven't seen him yet then in that. This is the only movie I may have seen him in. Quick. There was Ethan Embry. Hey, was there anything with the CD in this movie? Like, she had that CD. It was like for David, and she was making it, and then he puts it in at the very end to play it. Like, I don't know if
I didn't pick up on it.
Yeah, I don't know if I didn't. Like, I just missed something as well. But all right, because that was a CD that set the soundtrack that had all that 80s music.
Yeah, the movie gets so cool. The movie, it's like a movie. This is like a fever. Movie's like a dream to me, because it's like a movie that starts off as something I'm not interested in, and then I keep willing it to become something I'm more and more interested in until it ends, and I'm like, I'm super interested in this.
That fucking ending, like.
But picture it from the beginning. It's like, I don't want to watch a movie about an army guy visiting the family of a lost platoon member.
Yeah.
I can't think of a plot that I'm less interested in than that. But unkillable monster limping away, dressed as a firefighter he must have killed.
I didn't think about that.
I'm so in.
Yep. Because somebody saw him alive. Got to kill that person. Can't leave witnesses.
I'm so in by the end of it. Maybe he was dead, but he realized they were going to find his identity as soon as they saw his body, so it brought him back online.
It's entirely fucking possible.
The movie just is becoming more and more what I want the entire time. And I can't think of any movie that's ever done it like that.
That's slowly morphed, it changed whatever it was trying to be partway
Yes.
through. Because we've had movies that have like a tonal shift, right?
Sure,
like you
sure.
go
Some of my
halfway.
favorites, but this is different. This is like an intentional setup is not interesting to me. It's like specifically for me. I've taken the least interesting thing I can make, and then by the end of it, it's going to be exactly what you want. So I get to watch the journey
and it's a slow
towards the kinds of movies I love the most.
right. It's not a hard swerve either. It's
No, it just is on a direction. Like if you have over here in the middle is a drama, and over here to the far left is a horror movie. It's on a direct path to it. I've just never seen a movie do that before.
yeah. No, I don't think I have either.
It's a straight line. Just never seen it done.
No, that's probably a good way of putting it. All right. So there was no best boy. I mean, there were best boys, but not just a best boy. They did have the gaffer and the boom operator. This is a new thing that I'm enjoying, is finding people who have nicknames, like in parentheses or in the movie. This one, the assistant editor, was Frederick Rick Chapman.
That's a creative one.
I know. I was there. And
Well, he wants you to know it's not Fred.
no, see, that's the one I would have thought it was. Initially, if someone named Frederick was going to have a nickname, I would have said Fred.
I want to do one now where we're going to make a movie so I can put credits and I can put Bryan, and then in the middle I'll put in parentheses Bryan. Like I just put my nickname is also my name.
Yep, that's good. I think my wedding invitation said Peter the Pete. All right, this is really interesting. There were not only was there a honey wagon driver who was I just wrote his last name, Kopinski. Good for you, sir. The honey wagon driver. There were, believe it or not, 9 different listings for types of drivers. Usually,
believe it.
It just says drivers, and then it just has a whole bunch of names. This one had a maxi van driver, a stake bed driver, a set decorating driver, set decorations. That's
You
what
wrote
it says.
set deck and then stopped.
Yeah.
And thought I'll know it later.
No, set decoration driver, a grip driver, a camera driver, a
mini driver.
some kind of incense car, there was another car. And also here, weirdly listed under drivers, generator operators.
I like that. I like the way that sounds.
So, and there was no number for this movie.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if
Yeah.
it was an American movie.
It must not have been, because it wasn't there. And that was all. Oh, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. So it gave you the same ending it gave me. I just stopped watching at the end of the movie, and she goes, "What the fuck?" And it cuts to black. It gives you the same excitement when the credits ended with a thank you.
Well, it really sealed the deal for me on how I felt about this movie. A lot of times after I watch a movie, I have to sit and think about it and wait for somebody to tell me what they thought about it so I understand what I watched. This time, I made it through the credits, and it told me, and I said, I'm in.
This is an American movie, so I'm curious.
Why it didn't have a number.
Why it
Uh-oh.
wasn't
Guess we'll have to
registered.
rewatch.
It wasn't registered. It was a critical hit, though. The critics liked this movie.
Was your next a critical hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this one was even better received.
Oh, wait.
Much smaller audience, though.
Yeah, I was about to say critical and box office are two different things.
Yeah, I think your next was a box office hit, and this was not. This was a $5 million movie that made $2.7 million on very
okay.
limited screens. It might have made its money back since then on rentals and
Streaming and things like
VODs
that.
and stuff like that. Because I think I don't think it came out around here. So the only way I could see it was to pay for it. So they got my $20.
All right, I was about to say, so Wingard,
This was early Wingard.
Right,
Your
where-
next would have been his breakout, but I think he would have been making this around that, like right after, and then he got bigger chances.
well, he jumped, I guess where I was going with that was he's in the not the T-Rex, the goddamn King Kong movies, King Kong versus Godzilla and stuff, which is, it seems a lot different than horror because it's just big CGI action. But those two movies, Your Next and The Guest, were both kind of actiony.
Yeah, and they made him a genre star. Like people really wanted to see what he was going to do afterwards, and he made that Blair Witch movie, which bombed.
What was the Blair Witch movie?
It was he was making this found footage movie in the woods, and nobody knew it was a Blair Witch sequel, a direct sequel to Blair Witch. It was like the surprise. They revealed it right before it came out, and I don't think the movie's that bad. It's just that there's not that much innovation you can do trying to do the thing, even with a talented director like this.
When did that come out even?
2016.
Oh, okay.
10 years ago. Then he did Death Note. I don't know if you saw Death Note on Netflix. I liked it.
Is that the
It's
anime?
based on an anime or
Oh,
manga.
Manga. Yeah, I never watched it.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
And I would have watched. I was hoping they'd make more of those, and they never did. And then he did. Then he got Godzilla vs Kong. So
Is it a series or a movie?
It was a movie.
All
It was like a movie with. I think it had the guy from. Make sure I get the right one. No, it's his brother. I thought it had the guy from Hereditary, Alex Wolff, but it's his brother Nat Wolff. I knew it was a wolf. I knew there was a wolf in there. I liked the movie. I don't know if it was a hit or not, but I think it got mixed to negative reviews. It says, but I liked the Death Note movie. I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
Sometimes directors just click with you though, and I didn't even well, this is the thing. That Blair Witch movie might be terrible. I kind of liked it. Death Note might be bad. I thought it was good.
Something about
this might be good. I thought it was great. Your next might be very good. I thought it was excellent. Like I'm a step above on all of his movies because just for whatever reason, except the last Godzilla vs Kong movie, I thought it was bad.
That's the one I think I watched. Sam, who was probably 9 at the time, maybe 8.
Well, no, the first Godzilla vs Kong. I'm talking about the last one because he made it both.
Yeah, I think the last one was the one that
You didn't see it.
I thought Sam might have been watching it. So I was kind of I was on an airplane, kind of looking over his shoulder while he watched it on a device.
Didn't care for that one, but I did love Godzilla vs Kong. It was fun.
I thought that one was fun.
It was super fun. I enjoyed all of it. The hijinks. I enjoyed the 3 fights. I enjoyed Mechagodzilla. They're like that's if you're going to give me a big kaiju movie, that's as good as you're going to get. I think. I mean, I say that. I know Godzilla -1 came out like 2 years later, but I mean, just the big dumb American version. That was as good as it's going to get.
I didn't hate King of the Monsters.
I liked all of them until the last one.
Yeah, the last one seems pretty bad.
Maybe I'd like it better the second time, but I just never wanted to go back.
Not like The Guest. I really want to watch this movie again because there's stuff going on. So much stuff. And you know what it has? It's like that lived-in world because there's clearly a thing going on here, just like in a fucking
that
Keanu
thing you
Reeves.
do.
Yeah, that thing you do. There's these people with their own identities. No, but not the Matrix, the other one he did.
Oh, Chain Reaction.
Yeah, the best he could. The other one he
he
did.
made a lot of movies, right?
The one where he was a guy who
He's literally
killed
been
people.
acting since the 80s.
His dog died. John Wick. Yeah, how John Wick, before they made all the sequels, you're like, what are these coins? What is all of this? Like, there's all these things happening, but you don't get the answers.
I joked that the Lance Reddick stuff felt like it was like reshoots. Like they just added this subplot in.
Yeah.
But it works so perfectly with escalating the movie because the last thing you expect at any part of this quiet, always 3 characters at most in a scene movie is that suddenly there's the head of a SWAT team going to have to come and kill this guy. Like, what is we're in a different building. The movie looks different. It's completely bananas. If it never happened, the movie could still work because he just dispatches them all. It's not a problem.
Yeah, but no, I disagree. It has to. You need to have this insanity.
I'll always take more Lance Reddick.
He's still alive, right?
No.
Well, that was fun.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it this time.
I know. Too bad. Lance Reddick's cool.
Lance Reddick is cool. I remember on Amazon Prime or whatever, I signed up for, they show you stuff before it comes out. So sometimes I see a movie or TV show like long before, but when they started this, they were doing this pilot season thing where you got to watch these 6 episodes of different shows and see if it got picked up and you got to vote and they actually listened to people. It was cool.
Interesting.
He was on that show Bosch with Titus Welliver. That I was like, I watched all 6 of the things. I thought 5 of them were pretty trash. And I was like, I wrote a very glowing thing in my recommendation to keep that up. Like there's millions of people that do this probably, but I was like, I wrote a lot. I was like, you got to keep the show. I don't even like procedurals and this show's awesome. The cast is incredible. Like, it ran for like 7 years, and then it ran for like another couple years as a different title under because they didn't want to pay everybody what it would cost for the 8th year.
Oh, okay, because that's how it's
So
structured.
it basically ran for a long time, and I was like, you could tell right away that was a hit. And part of it was like Lance Reddick. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want more Lance Reddick.
He's cool, man.
The Wire, man.
I never saw The Wire.
Oh, he's so good on The Wire.
It's on my list. It's up there.
He's so good on The Wire.
It's funny, for a long time, before everything was streaming, I didn't have HBO, and I didn't want to spend $200 to buy each season of the box set of the HBO premiere shows. Now it's available everywhere, but from everything I've heard, I need to pay attention and I need to like watch it. And
That's one of the great casts of all time. Idris Elba, Michael B. Jordan.
No shit.
As a kid. It's like his first thing.
No kidding. I didn't know Idris Elba was in it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's one of the best characters in it.
Okay, there's somebody else people really like, but I think he died recently too.
Oh yeah. Michael K. Williams.
Yeah, him. People love
One of the best
Omar,
characters.
right?
Omar coming.
People loved Omar.
When you come to the king, you best not miss Pete. He's fucking incredible on the
See,
show.
I gotta watch this.
That was one of the best. One of the best casts of all time. And the thing is, everybody likes every season of the show. I like some seasons much more than others. I think the first season is like perfect television, because basically the simple plot of it is these cops, and they're trying to get a wiretap to listen in on this drug trade.
Oh, like the title.
Yes. And Idris Elba is now running the drug trade because his partner, who is the guy that plays Little Duke in the Creed movies.
Oh, okay.
He'd been in jail. He was the head of it, and now he's taken over as the head of it. But the guy gets out of jail. And since he was in jail, Idris Elba learned a lot about business and has kind of almost found a way to keep them so clean and legitimize themselves that they're protected. And then this wild card gets out of jail. He's like, that's not how we do things. We do things this way. And Idris Elba's like, I think that we could make more doing this. But the guy's like, completely, this is how it's done. And it's going to trip them up. And there's such interesting characters to watch. And the Idris Elba character is really a fascinating character because he's way more
suited and savvy for this.
But that's not how the streets want him to run this business. And he's kind of figured out a way to make it.
But why don't we just open a deli? We don't have to murder people.
I think at one point he kind of tells him, we don't even need to do this anymore. I found a way to do something that we're fine. And he's like, that's not what we do. And he's like, oh, fuck.
Did I ever tell you, do you remember there was a place that sold pizza? It was on Main Street. It was a pizza place that was open late at night.
Oh, yeah, I remember the pizza place.
Yeah.
No, I remember it.
Okay, yeah. I can't remember what it was called, though. Sales, maybe, something like that.
They had the giant slices.
Yeah.
They never were that good, but they were open.
They were open at 4:30 in the morning after bars closed, so you'd be there. I went in one time, and because there was like a line, like almost like a cafeteria thing, you would pick up your food and go through. And the guy he's like, oh, here you go. This is for you. And I'm like, I didn't even order anything. So I'm like, all right. I look inside. It was like a bag of white powder. And I was like, and he was like, that's not for you. And he got all confused. I'm like, no, I just want pizza. And he gave me a piece of pizza and didn't make me pay for it. And I was like, thank you. It was scary.
Yeah, I can imagine that. What was in the bag? Was it something good? Something I could use in the 80s?
Yeah, well, this was in the 90s, so 10 years too late. But you didn't seem to have a problem finding everything last time.
I couldn't miss it.
All right, wait. So we're going back this summer,
Yes.
and what's coming up soon? I'm trying to remember.
I have the answer for the first time in forever because I actually kept
Like the song from Frozen. First time in forever.
That's the song from Frozen?
Sure is. I just heard it the other day. It's in my playlist. You can laugh.
I did laugh. I'm glad I'm allowed because I already took advantage of it. Next week is April Fool's Day, and I think, makes sense. We'll just watch April Fool's Day, especially if we talk about going back to 86. That's an 86 movie.
I like April Fool's Day.
I know that we'll do the top 10 with Ken at the end of April.
Okay.
And then the first week of May should be the summer preview Spooktacular with Kitty.
Yeah. Because that makes sense.
Well, it does start mid-May is basically when summer movies start hitting. Yeah, mid-May, early May is like the summer movie beginning, right? That's when
I just think that
Memorial Day is kind of when summer movies start.
Summer season Spooktacular is a
Summer preview
Spooktacular is a title that, I don't know, I feel like Spooktacular is October.
That's the spooky season spectacular. That's the one time I don't use it. I'm glad you noticed it after 3 years because I've been doing it for years.
Right.
I put spooktacular everywhere I can, except for in the spooky season spectacular. I've been amused by it the whole time too. I'm glad you like it too. Then through May and June and half of July, we will be doing Twin Peaks: The Return.
Yes, I'm excited.
2 episodes a week. Some will be watch along, some of them won't. Most of them won't. And then we'll be traveling to 1986. So the real question you're asking is, what are we doing before we get to the top 10 with Ken?
I had a question.
Yeah. My plan is I want to do, these won't be the order that they're in, but these are the ones I want to lock down for sure. I want to do a watch along with Kitty for Return to Oz.
Yeah.
I want to do Society with Mark.
Okay.
So since we're going to be taking this long journey through Twin Peaks: The Return and then 1986, it will be months until we hear any of our guests on the show. So I want to load them all up there at the end. We got our top 10 with Ken. the watch along and the Spooky and Spectacular with Kitty and Society with Mark. So everybody gets, we get them all on there before we can't see them again until November or October. And the other week we have left, I have a plan for what I want to do, but I have to make sure the movie comes out.
Oh.
Because it should be sometime very soon. I thought it was going to be, we're recording this on March 12th. I thought it was going to come out this week on Paramount Plus. It did not. But I think it should be soon. The movie Primate.
Oh, the monkey one.
The monkey one. And it's got to be coming to Paramount Plus sometime this month, but I've never gotten it pinned down when it is. So my hope is that it comes out in the next 2 weeks, and we can do that. If not, we'll have to pivot to something else.
We'll do the monkey and Nope, and I guess one of the King Kongs. We'll do movies that have monkeys as bad guys. In honor.
He's not the bad guy in King Kong.
What?
King Kong's not the bad guy.
What the hell? Of course he is.
And the monkey's not the bad guy in Nope either. The monkey's a monkey. The bad guy was the guy the animal trainer, making him go out there and act with the...
No, the monkey was the one who killed everybody.
The monkey is evil.
Yeah.
The monkey in Get Out, it's not his fault. And King Kong is not even the bad guy. You got further away as you went along.
All right. Well,
whereas the monkey in Primate, Pete, he's the bad guy.
I was trying to think of a movie that has a monkey that has the absolute farthest away from any kind of, maybe one of the ones where like there's an orangutan as a police partner with Clint Eastwood.
Oh, Every Which Way But Loose.
Yep. Maybe that one is the exact opposite of the primate monkey then.
So those are what I want to do. Those will all be fun. Society will be fun. Return to Oz will be fun.
Is Society as fun as The Guest? Because I never heard of The Guest and you keep bringing it up. You brought up Society a few times now.
I'll say this. The third act is even wilder.
All right, I'm in.
And Primate is a lot of fun.
Yeah, you mentioned that as soon as you saw it, and everything I've heard seems like it's right up my alley.
It's not I did give it 4 stars. I consider it great. It's not a great film.
I consider it's not a great film.
It's not a great film. It's a great movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. You just sounded like your own narrator for a minute.
If you're looking for this impeccably crafted thing that's going to move you and make you feel something, that's not Primate. Primate is a furry little Jason Voorhees killing everybody that gets in his way. And I loved it.
So you separate the idea of film and movie. What, does film have to have like craft behind it and like the way shots are done or something?
No, it has to be I put it towards the intention. Like Star Wars is a movie.
Okay.
And Hamnet is a film.
I see.
You see what I mean?
Well,
it's what you're trying to get out of it.
The difference
Does
to
the
me
logic in Star Wars always have to work for you to enjoy it? No. Back to the Future is a movie. And it's a perfect movie. Is it a perfect film? No.
But why?
Because the time travel doesn't make sense. But it's a perfect movie because it's the one I can sit down and enjoy it every time I see it.
But Hamnet's not real either. We don't know anything that's true about that.
I shouldn't have picked Hamnet because I know nothing about it. Okay. And I think it is based on a true story.
Yeah, but what it seems is pretentious.
Okay, maybe that's what I mean.
By film is pretentious?
A movie is made without any hint of that in it. There's no self aggrandizing going on when you see it. When you see Hamnet, I do think it's like, all right. You know what I mean? All right.
Like they're trying to...
when I see Primate, I'm like, there's no point in this movie where I'm like, oh, they're really trying to raise the level of art in this movie. They're just like, no, it's a fucking monkey that kills people. It's awesome.
Well, what about David Lynch? Does he make movies or does he make film?
He makes dreams.
He said that, didn't he?
I don't know what the answer to that is. That's one of the great mysteries. That's why he's the best that ever did it.
Because the films seem pretentious, but they're not.
They're not.
Right. They're just there.
But he probably influenced almost every pretentious movie that's come out since has probably been influenced by David Lynch.
I think a lot of those like foreign art films, that's what they were trying to do Fincher.
David Lynch is like the human version of Scream, where I think you've made something that is so unique and singular and perfect, and everything it inspired is something I hate.
All right. Well, this is an interesting thing I'm learning about your classification.
If somebody tells you, would you rather watch? Okay, let me ask you, because even without me having to define it, I think you know the difference. Would you want to watch tonight a movie or a film?
Which ones?
No, I'm just saying, like, oh, we can watch without putting a thing on it. I'd feel like, hey, there's this movie, or we can go to this film. I'd be like, yeah, give me the movie. I want to watch the movie.
Yeah, the film makes it sound like it's going to be something not fun.
When I'm watching a movie, would you tell me we're going to go to a movie or a film? First thing that pops in my head for a movie is, okay, we're going to go watch Independence Day. And for a film, it's like, I'm going to watch the Red, White, Blue trilogy from France in 1990. Like, I don't want to watch any of these things. A film's a movie I don't want to watch, Pete. Does that make
No, that 100% makes sense. Yeah. But
like The English Patient is a film.
Yeah, all right.
Men in Black is a movie. I'm going to go to watch Men in Black.
Well, movies are better. Mm-hmm. Movies are way better. No one wants to watch pretentious, boring stuff.
I agree, but I say this, but it's very much fusing together lately. Because I joke about Hamnet, which I'll probably like if I watch it. But what is Sinners? What is One Battle After Another? They're both
too long,
but they're both. I think they're both. I think these are movies and films at the same time. They have the cred to be one of those won Best Picture. I don't know which one. No. One of them won. And I think One Battle After Another probably won. And then, see, I tried to curse that one. And then Sinners had the most nominations in history. But to me, it's a movie. But you could also go into it and be like, it's a film.
I would say Sinners is a movie. I don't think there's anything film about it. It's fun. It's just a fun movie.
But people who love films... those pretentious people, they could like that movie a lot.
Well, they try because they I don't know what it is.
I didn't see One Battle After Another, but that's what I hear about it. Is that it's also the same
fucking
thing.
Long. It's just it's 3 hours, man.
I think it's not 3 hours. I don't think it's more than 15 minutes longer than Sinner.
Dude, it is crazy long. But
I've heard only good things, except for when you open your mouth.
It's all
and it's
right.
never about the movie.
It meanders a bit.
I heard it's a lot of fun. Is it a lot of fun at times?
Yes, Benicio del Toro is great.
I've heard that,
and I don't like DiCaprio all that much.
I like him. I told you this before. He doesn't make enough things for me to ever get tired of him, and I think he does try different things. You know, you think about him in Django Unchained, and it's like that's so anti what you'd think a Leonardo DiCaprio would do.
Yeah, but I liked him in this. I thought that his character, I thought he did it great. I thought it's not, I don't want to say funny, but it worked. But
it seems like it was going to be kind of funny. That's what I think. It's a movie made by a filmmaker.
So I think that one drifts into film more than Sinners does. I think Sinners
100%, I'm sure it does.
Sinners is a much better. It's just, I don't know. I feel like anytime a movie is just really, really good and somehow it's not just your standard slasher type blood type thing like Sinners, people want to glom onto it because they're like a good director just made a good movie.
Okay, but there is, because Ryan Coogler is such a good director, there is real filmmaking artistry going on that he's purposely putting into the story. Whereas, like, I'm going to say Primate, but like I watched Friday the 13th Part 2. There isn't. There isn't.
Maybe it's just a director's style. Like certain directors tend to make more like.
I guess, but I think Black Panther Wakanda Forever is a movie. Same director. I don't think it has the swings that Sinners does. I don't think it has the artistry that Sinners does.
But you bring that up. Those movies, when I look at the Marvel movies, those feel like epics. Like that.
Some of them.
The Black Panther.
You notice I didn't bring up the first Black Panther because I actually don't know how to define that one because it is a step above.
That's what I'm saying, right? I think it might be a filmmaker that has, and some people just
Coogler's
like
great.
Some people though,
but listen, I love Creed. I love Creed a lot. Creed's actually
the first one.
Creed's actually probably my favorite movie he's made. I fucking love the first Creed movie.
Okay.
I don't think it's like. I don't think it has the artistry of Sinners. You know what I mean? I think that's different. I don't think it has the artistry of Black Panther. I just think it's like a fucking phenomenal movie.
Yeah. Well, I guess I see what you're saying. I figured that I've got that. I just think that maybe some directors just they seem like they want to make films. Like they're the type of people like, oh, I don't make movies, I make films.
Yeah. And I don't think Coogler's one of those.
No, 100%.
But Paul Thomas Anderson has been one of those.
He has, which I don't love Paul Thomas Anderson.
No, I don't either. I like some of his stuff a lot.
I like some of his stuff too, but
Boogie Nights is a movie. like as much as it might not want to be, it's just a wild movie.
I haven't seen that since the theater.
Oh, it's great. Like I said, I like some of his stuff a lot.
I like Heather Graham.
I like when she roller skates in and she's like, and she says to Mark Wahlberg's on the couch and she says to Burt Reynolds, "Are we gonna fuck?" He's like, "Oh yeah," and then he just lights a cigar and watches them fuck. It's a great movie. All right, so what's coming up next week is our watch along for April Fool's Day, and then hopefully Primate the next week.
Yeah,
maybe Society. We can flip those. If I need to keep buying weeks for it, I'll buy weeks for it.
Right up till the end. We'll see it in November.
I'm hopeful. Yeah, well, I'll re-push it. I'll just flip it with something post the summer if I have to.
So we'll do in that case, we'll do our Christmas movie watch along where the three of us pick our movies.
Well, I'll pick Primate.
Well, I'll pick Primate. No, I'm just saying we'll have to do that now in May. And then at Christmas time, we'll watch Primate.
I have a good feeling the Primate should be out by the end of March. So we should have time to get it in there. And then before we start, like I said, it's going to be months without guests on the show. Unless someone pops back to 1986, I guess it's possible. We need 2 people to do it, though. That's the way it works.
Although Kitty seems to be able to do whatever she wants.
Yeah, women can time travel. That's not the same.
Was that the point of The Bride?
The Bride.
The movie.
I don't think anybody cares about the show enough for that to be the ultimate payoff to the guest episode. But for me, it was. If I can keep that up for the next 11 years, I'll really have something.
It'll be gold. Gold, I tell you.
All right. Either I hope it's Primate in 2 weeks. I really want to see it
Me
again.
too. I want to see it now. Or we can watch The Guest again. Because there's some stuff going on there I want to figure out.
Or Early Society, which I tease all the time, and it never comes up, but it will. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
That was the reason we did it the one time. I couldn't find it. And then I found it on YouTube. I was like, oh, it's on YouTube. So we'll have to have everybody back before we start taking our 2 trips. One into the mind of David Lynch.
And Bill Pullman's there.
And one a more physical trip back to the malls of 1986.
I'm so excited to find Bill Pullman. I bet you he's around in some of the 1986 movies too. I really don't know. I have no idea. He must have just been starting out, right?
I think so,
had to be. Because Independence Day was 94, maybe?
I know this. I don't want to give away everything we're
All right,
doing
don't
in
give away
86.
things.
But it is going to run into Watch All August.
What now?
And one of the movies we're going to watch all August too is Howard the Duck. The ultimate horror movie starring Leah Thompson.
Uh-oh. Wait, has Back to the Future come out yet?
Yeah.
So my problems with Leah Thompson are now made public?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
This will be 1 year after for Leah Thompson.
She's in bed with that duck, you know.
I know.
I don't remember because I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid.
That's where the phrase fuck a duck comes from.
I believe it.
Yep.
I want to watch this movie.
I remember this used to be on HBO, and it was one of the movies that I taped off HBO so that my parents could just throw it on and go fight in the other room. And I remember every time something goes through the wall and there's a duck with boobs sitting in the thing.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's
I sit
the
there and be
beginning.
like, am I allowed to watch this?
That was hot. That's what I used to finish until I got to the part with Leah Thompson. Like I would always just watch up to that part and then I'd be done. And then eventually one time, I guess I just wasn't in the mood and I kept watching and then Leah Thompson showed up. That's my new start or finishing point.
It's nice of you to pretend you're not waiting for Jeffrey Jones.
Is he in that movie?
Of course he is.
Fucking
Tim Robbins.
Is he dead yet? Not Tim Robbins, Jeffrey fucking Jones.
No, you killed Tom Noonan, but you haven't done shit to...
I hate this power that this podcast grants people.
Yeah, where Oscar curses.
It's not right.
Oscar Isaacs.
He's 5'9".
Oscar the Grouches.
He's 2'3".
Oscar and Felix.
The cat?
Oscar Meyer Wiener.
My baloney has a first name. What about Oscar Meyer Wieners?
Yeah, I've thought of him too. Oscar Pretorius, who killed his girlfriend.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar De La Hoya, there's one.
Oscar from Arrested Development.
Another great guy, Jeffrey Tambor. All right.
What's wrong with him?
He did some stuff.
Oh, did he rape children?
I don't think so.
All right, well, that's better than fucking Jeffrey Jones then.
What a bar to cross. I don't think he did either.
I thought he did.
I think he was a pornography guy.
It's all the same thing.
Uh-oh. I guess
Oh shit. I gotta enact my Dan Stevens robot protocol and go dark.
Yeah, Dan Stevens is cool as fuck in this movie. Everybody should watch this movie just for how cool Dan Stevens is. And plus that ending, I just feel like when it's over, I just want to start it again. And be like, how did I get here? And then I want to end up in the same place because it makes me feel so happy.
I agree.
When he gives him the thumbs up, I was like, that's a great ending. And then when he limps out of there, I was like, that's an even better ending.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Tremendous movie. All right, we'll be back next week for a watch along for April Fool's Day from 1986.
And just like the movie told us, thanks for watching.